All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Bluhdhaven podcast, episode number 97. As always, I'm your host, Balfour Wong. Today I am joined with
Bianca.
Buddy.
Marcus.
So before we start, I want to remind everyone that this is a live stream podcast. So if you guys are ever interested in watching this live, you guys can go to bloodhaven.com/live every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sometimes there'll be things that are cut out of the episode, the final product that you guys may not be able to see, like last week.
Boy.
But with that being said, we're going to jump into the podcast. I texted Marcus earlier this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently they're going to be making a prequel to Friday.
Is it going to be a series or is it going to be... It looks like it's an HBO Max, so it might be a series.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be like a 10-episode series.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Friday is one of my favorite movies. I grew up with it. It's definitely a childhood movie for me, along the lines of Disney's other shit that they did.
I like how that's the... Friday and Disney.
Yes.
Same level.
Here's my childhood. Toy Story, Little Mermaid, Friday. At the very top. Boys in the Hood kind of in the middle there somewhere.
What about Menace to Society?
No, I was more of a don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the
Fair
hood
enough,
kind of guy.
fair enough.
Yeah, that was creepy. But no, Friday is has Ice Cube, has Chris Tucker in it, and it looks like they're gonna make either a movie prequel or a series prequel. And either way, I am down. According to this.
So my question is, like, in terms of a sequel, right? Where do you think they would go with that?
I think it's actually really easy. All they gotta Craig had a job apparently before the beginning of the movie. He can probably just have the job in the series. You know, it's easy. It's just basically following somebody's life in 90s South LA.
Oh yeah,
South Central LA. Yeah, it's gonna be great. You know, and I would love to see how they try to portray Smokey with a new actor. I know Chris Tucker doesn't want to come back. I get it.
He's old.
He's old. They're all old. Oh, you know what's really cool about this? I didn't know. O'Shea Jackson, fucking Ice Cube's son, is gonna produce this movie, or is the writer of the script.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, he's really taking after his dad.
That means that his dad is going to be an executive producer on this.
Oh,
yeah.
we knew that. Come on. I mean, it's Friday was his baby. That was a script that Ice Cube wrote. Of course he's gonna want some creative involvement in
I
that
would.
shit. Yo, have you guys seen the sequels to Friday by chance?
I have.
I think it was Friday After Next.
That was the third
That
one.
was the third
Yeah,
one.
I watched that one.
You didn't watch Next Friday?
I didn't watch Next Friday.
Okay.
Next Friday was weird.
I love Next Friday because it's weird, but I didn't really care much for Friday After Next. A lot of people love it because of Cat Williams and shit, but
I love Cat Williams. That's a weird movie.
I
though.
think I like more Friday After Next because of Terry Crews.
Yeah, that was. They exchanged Debo for fucking white chicks, dude.
That was great.
Well,
He was scary in that
since
movie.
you brought up Cat Williams, I think my favorite Cat Williams movie is Undercover Brother. No,
Undercover
not
Brother.
Cat Williams. What's
That's
his
Eddie
name?
Griffin.
Eddie Griffin. That's
Yeah.
his name. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Undercover Brother definitely is a. Have you seen Undercover Brother by chance?
No.
Lee?
Oh, it's so good. It's such a
I
good
haven't seen any
movie.
of these movies.
We have to have a movie now where we watch that.
And also,
Yeah.
It's a movie for the whole family.
Yeah, it really is. It's super self-aware. Oh man, and NPH is in that movie, and he's so good.
Yeah,
NPH?
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh.
Yeah, and he came out of nowhere, but he's great in the movie.
Fucking fantastic.
I saw this movie, maybe y'all heard of it. Roots?
He's White Brother, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it was White Brother.
He's not White Brother. He doesn't have a name in the movie.
No, I
He's
thought,
just Lance.
I thought you call him White Brother.
Did they call him? No,
Yeah.
they just call him Lance.
I
bro.
thought that's what what's his
We'll
face
watch
was.
it and we'll go ahead and test that.
Yeah.
We'll make a movie night this weekend or something because I gotta watch it now that we talked about it.
That's so
But good on you for mixing up Cat Williams.
I know, right? I'm like, God damn it.
Jesus, bro.
I'm bad with names of people.
Yeah.
Great with faces, but bad with names.
That makes that's fair.
Because for the longest time, because of Star Wars Episode 1, I used to get what the hell are their names? The girl who played Queen Amidala, and then her double.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman and the other one.
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley. Yes,
I
used to do that
always
too.
got both
I
of
used
them
to.
mixed up.
'Cause
for,
they
like,
look
the longest
alike.
time.
Do
They
kind
almost
Yeah.
look similar. When they were younger,
when
they
they were
look
younger.
very fucking similar.
You
Yeah.
think?
But if I
Yeah.
had to choose, Natalie Portman.
Absolutely, Natalie Portman.
Not all
Portman
fans
is-
of Keira Knightley. She's
She's
beautiful
really
too, but Natalie
she's
Portman was
not.
there.
Keira Knightley's weird looking.
She's
weird looking?
okay.
She's weird looking.
I don't think she's weird looking.
I thought she was weird looking in Pirates.
Pirates,
I was like, ugh.
I actually really
Alright,
enjoyed
yeah.
her in Pride and Prejudice. You know.
Oh,
Pride and
yeah.
Prejudice?
Love that movie.
That's great. I didn't watch it for
Which
a
one?
class.
Because there's like 5 different
I
versions
love
of it.
Jane
The one with
Austen.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. The one without zombies.
Is that the
Yeah.
one?
Actually,
You know what?
watched
That was
one.
actually a pretty good
I
movie.
didn't watch it.
It was actually a pretty good movie.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
So I tried,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
You didn't like it?
No, I love zombie movies, but that was just weird.
How did it go? Like
It's just like Pride and Prejudice, but with zombies.
Yeah, no, I got that.
I think my mom watched it and she hated it. She loves Pride and Prejudice, but
That's
she did
probably
not
why.
care for the fucking zombies being there.
Yeah, I mean, it's what are like, oh man, what are other movies that were like unnecessary in terms of like adding shit to? Oh, like Hansel and Gretel. Did you ever watch that new one?
No, I
Monster,
didn't.
It was like
Was it
Hansel and
Monster
Gretel.
Slayers?
Yeah, the Monster Slayers. That was weird.
I never watched it, but I wanted to.
What's
It
his
looked
name?
fun.
Hawkeye in it?
Yeah, that had Hawkeye in it.
Yeah, what the hell's his name?
Fucking,
Wow.
I don't
I'll
know.
look it up right
I
now.
like how consistent we are with just really shitty names.
What was it? I'll tell you this, fucking Man of Steel had a lot of unnecessary shit in it.
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner. Yeah.
Jeremy
How
Renner.
dare you? Man of Steel is a great
Man
movie.
of Steel was way over the top for no good
It's
reason.
a
There was
good
no
film.
pacing in that movie at all.
What are you
There was
talking
no
about?
fucking pacing.
Oh!
They went to straight cataclysmic events in the first fucking movie.
The Christopher Nolan one?
No, no.
one?
It's
The Zack Snyder
the
one.
Zack
Man of
Snyder
Steel.
one.
Oh.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Yeah.
What do you mean? He's fighting Zod in the first movie.
He
of
should have
course.
fight Zod in the first movie. That's the thing.
Why
They need to
not?
build up to a character of his power level.
No.
Everything
No.
is- yeah,
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
No.
Whatever.
No.
You also like the Mortal Kombat movie, so your opinion.
It was
matters.
good.
It was fine. It
What
was
do you
entertaining.
mean?
It was a bad Mortal Kombat movie.
No, it
It
wasn't.
was bad.
P, what do you think?
I don't know.
We're a bunch of nerds. She thinks.
Like, have your boy talk, I guess. No, I'm just
Well, what's a movie that
Well-
you really,
Dig.
yeah, like?
Yeah, what's a movie you really like?
No, I really like Batman.
Which
Which
one?
one?
I know you hate him, but I love the Christopher Nolan one with what's his face? Christian Bale.
You hate Christian Bale or you hate Christopher Nolan?
He hates Christian
No,
Bale.
I think Christopher Nolan is a good director. Like, I think he has a lot of solid movies. I understand why people like the Nolan universe, but to me, I don't feel like it's grounded enough because it's too. What's the word? It's too.
Those?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Find your words.
Because I
Brad.
thought it was fine.
I thought it
No,
was
like,
okay.
like compared it to the new Batman, well, to the new The Batman, that felt like a grounded Batman.
What do you mean grounded? What do you mean by that?
It felt real?
Define.
It felt like a real sense of like fear of the character.
Oh, you mean a Batman? Like the
Yeah,
fear that
of-
people should have?
Yeah, of Batman. In fucking Nolan, it's like you're just a dude in fucking armor.
Yeah, I mean,
Like it's not scary.
I get it.
So you felt
matter of fact,
like
I'll tell you
the feeling of fear when you were watching the Batman?
Well, no, I mean like there was the sense of fear for the characters.
no,
on
right. So
screen.
that's what you felt. Like
Well,
you
the
could
thing-
feel that in that.
The thing about Batman is
Yes.
that's what he does to the people he hunts down. He
Right.
doesn't kill them, but he makes them feel
He
feel
instills
like,
fear
he
into
freaks
them.
them the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like his
And
mere presence alone to like make you.
I think
and
that's-
in
I
Nol-
feel like
in
those
Nolan's
movies are
universe-
okay with it.
Well, no, because like in Nolan's movies, a lot of the time, like Batman is around a ton of people, and they're like, "Yeah, go Batman." It's not like, "Holy shit, that's Batman." Like that's one of the reasons why I love Batman versus Superman, because when you're introduced to Batflick, the cops are freaked the fuck out.
Yeah,
hate
I remember
Ben
that.
Affleck.
I remember that.
Even when he's fighting the guys to go save Martha, they're freaked the fuck out when they're fighting Batman.
my God.
That is a good
Martha.
Batman. It's a good beat. It was just done really bad.
They were all bad movies. I don't care.
But no, like that's the reason why for Nolan's like like I was more scared of Scarecrow in the first movie than I was of Batman. That's a problem.
Well, I mean, Scarecrow is scary.
I get that.
Mentally ill
Yeah, I
man.
get that. But Batman is supposed to be this intimidating, fearful character, and I did not get that with Christian Bale.
I can understand it. I get that.
Am I scary yet? Where's Ben?
Was that
Oh
like
my
his choice to do
God.
that, or was that Nolan's choice?
I don't know, but whoever's choice it was a
Yeah.
bad decision.
That was
I-
funny.
The
I-
Natalie voice was a little too much.
I do think that the overall stories are compelling enough, but I just don't find the characters on screen to be like, this is Batman. You know what I mean?
I get you. I did like the Nolan one though. Don't get me wrong. I think they were really fun. They were good movies. They were made well, and they were very entertaining. And I can sit down and watch all of them just straight through.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan is wonderful.
I will say that. I do think that they're fun movies.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that they're great Batman movies? No.
See, Mortal Kombat's a fun movie, in my opinion.
That's a total Mortal Kombat movie.
But that's...
Have you played any of the other games?
I played all the fucking games.
I played
Special
every
Forces.
single one of them, dude. This is totally a Mortal Kombat film. It's literally establishing the first fucking tournament.
I want to clarify. I want to see if maybe we're on the same level. Because when I watched the movies, from my understanding, it followed the game pretty well. They're just really cheesy, crappy. That's it.
What is cheesy crappy?
The movie. Yes, it followed it well, whatever, but it's still a corny movie. It's still just a cheesy movie.
It's a
Mortal
video
Kombat
game
movie, but it did not follow the story well.
There was no Dutch angles.
Dude, they are literally establishing everything that leads up to the first tournament. Literally everything.
It should have been the first tournament.
Why?
Because that's Mortal Kombat. It's not pre-Mortal Kombat.
What? You have to introduce a new audience. You have to introduce the younger generation to the people who've never played the first fucking game.
You ever see Bloodsport? Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No.
Okay, that's a movie that's basically Mortal Kombat. Matter of fact, Mortal Kombat was inspired by Bloodsport. It was just a movie about guys fighting. All we needed with Mortal Kombat.
We literally got that.
We got an unnecessary story. We got unnecessary bullshit.
There is. What do you mean? There is a story.
No, there's a story, but it didn't need to be there.
Why not?
So instead of introducing new characters and making it intriguing and us caring about the characters, you just want people fighting on screen.
No, the characters themselves were already good enough. You can give little hints to who they are and possibly set up future sequels.
But the people who don't know.
You've played the games. What about the people who've never touched a Mortal Kombat game?
Okay,
me.
Give me a second. Give me a second here, okay? Because I know I've seen a movie where we've all had to see movies before where we don't know who the characters are because it's a brand new idea. But they're introduced little by little. Little things about their characters are introduced.
Sure, if you have enough screen time for those characters.
And
that's what I'm saying. If you couldn't afford enough screen time, you shouldn't have made the movie.
What? No, that's insane. That's insane.
If you're not going to tell a story right, don't tell a story at all.
They're establishing the roots to the beginning of the first game in order for them to tell the story of the first game.
The fact that you're wrong in that is that they introduced a brand new character.
Yeah.
They didn't need that.
Oh my god. I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to go crazy here.
It's a good
do you understand the reason why Cole is such an important character? Because even in the game, which is set into two different timelines, right? If you've played Mortal Kombat 8 through 11, you know that there's separate timelines for two different characters who are very fucking important. Scorpion and Sub-Zero. What do you think they did in this movie?
Unnecessary bullshit. That's
I
what
fucking hate you so much right now.
I knew this conversation was coming because it's been like months in the making.
I know we haven't
when I
talked
first
about it
mentioned
forever.
this, and I knew it was going to get to this point. I'm glad I finally got it out.
Forget Mortal Kombat.
Let's go back to Christopher Nolan. Has anyone ever seen that one? Oh God, what was it called? Now I'm blanking now because I'm on Mortal Kombat out right now. Not The Prestige. That's a good one though. I'm talking about the one with Matthew McConaughey and they go to space.
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Now,
I love that movie.
that's always an interesting movie to bring up because everyone has different feelings towards it. I mean, like the feeling the movie gave them. Like my friend, when it came out, he took his girlfriend at the time to see it, and he said she didn't like the movie because it made her feel small.
Well, I mean,
that's interesting.
And I was like, that's fucking amazing. I like that.
Small in what sense? Of like the sense of like the grander universe?
Yeah, in the eyes of the universe, you mean nothing.
Yeah,
that's what she meant by how like she felt small. And I was like, that's fucking amazing. I love when movies can do that. And I didn't get that from that movie, but I've already made peace with that fact already. Actually, it makes me feel more free. So my question to you guys is, how did you feel when you saw Interstellar?
I felt, first of all, I really, really liked the music.
Oh yeah.
Because I think it really added to the feelings you were feeling.
It's one of the most well-composed films, I think, because even visually, like there's a lot of VFX in that movie, but they look amazing.
Yeah, and apparently they followed it to like a T when it came to the
science
information.
Yeah, they actually had like scientists, like
who
worked on black holes and stuff like that.
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Titan. Imagine
Neil
that. Imagine fighting that monster.
It's a fucking kaiju.
In terms of like feeling, I don't. There's not a lot of movies that I like.
Made you feel something?
It made me feel hopeful and sad. Because there were a lot of sad scenes.
Oh, there's Well,
Definitely made me cry.
It's an existential kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I think it's just the way that I look at movies. Like when I see a movie, I'm like, it's a good story. I don't take that and go like, my life is now different because I've seen it. You know what I mean? It's just like, damn, that was a really good story.
Well,
it's like a book. It's like, God, that was fucking good. Then you put it back on the shelf.
Why don't you like something that changes your life? Just something that made you feel something. That's what I appreciate the most about art in any form. When you can actually feel something walking away from it.
Yeah, the abstract art is the hideous art.
I don't agree.
Sorry.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
have to
agree
say
at all.
to
Sorry.
some extent because I have seen abstract art that I'm like, why is this even a thing? And then I looked at it long enough and I'm like, I get it. I get it.
I just hate it. It's messy.
Well,
I
it's
don't
kind of like
It's messy.
it's kind of like a Rorschach test. You know what a Rorschach test is?
Yes.
Well, you look at that and you see what you see, right?
Yeah.
That's what art is. That's all abstract art is. You see what you see, and
Yeah.
sometimes you see more than
And
what you
it's
see.
messy.
It is messy. There's a lot of
You
messy
don't like
shit.
messy things.
I like clean, simple, like the art we have on the wall in the living room.
What's
Love
your favorite
it.
sitcom?
your favorite sitcom.
No, I'm not asking her directly. What is your favorite sitcom?
I like Seinfeld.
Oh, God.
Okay, that was a surprising answer. I was expecting like Three's Company for a second.
I was expecting Friends.
Yeah, that too.
No, to be honest, I don't really watch many sitcoms now that I think about it, because I think I've only watched Seinfeld, and then of course I watch the Disney ones like That's So
By the
Raven.
way, that's Seinfeld for you guys. If you didn't hear it,
Seinfeld?
yeah, Seinfeld.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a new series that I really enjoy.
Yeah, I don't watch sitcoms actually.
All right, well, what shows do you watch?
Trash ass
What do I
shows.
watch?
Oh my god.
What's that one with like the 3 women who end up stealing money and laundering?
Oh,
shit?
Good Girls.
Oh, the one with that lady from All Parks and Rec?
No. Yes. I forget her name, but I love
Oh,
her.
and fucking Katara, right?
Oh yeah, Katara
That's
and,
awesome.
and
The
then,
voice actress, right?
then Christina Hendricks is like the main character. But like it's a
Trash
bad show. It is a trash show. I'm not gonna lie, because like you say, plot armor on the character throughout the whole fucking series. It's really fucking annoying. And
Looking
the way
at you, Cersei from Game of Thrones.
and the way it ended made me even more pissed off. Like this last season I watched, season 4 or whatever. The way it ended pissed me off. Cause like she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't fucking deserve it. I'm just
No spoilers.
yeah. Well,
Just know she doesn't deserve it.
she just fucking doesn't. It's so infuriating. And I'm not saying that a mother, a house lady, whatever she is, a stay-at-home mom, wouldn't be smart enough to pull off all these things, because you never really know someone, you know? But I fucking hate it, and I keep watching it because I just love it.
Actually, you brought up a good like story trope that really drives me nuts, because we were watching the Spy Kids movies the other day.
Oh god.
Oh, they don't hold up anymore.
And
No, I love it.
in the first one, there's a whole scene where they go see their uncle Machete, right?
Machete. Gotcha.
And yeah, Machete. And so like they don't know anything about technology or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But they stay up all night reading manuals and learning about all these gadgets and shit. And then like the next scene, they're like fluent in everything. I fucking hate that. Stop that.
What,
Stop
you never
doing
played
that.
an RPG?
Huh?
You never picked up a skill book?
That's totally yeah. When you pick up a skill book, you get level 1 to level 2. You don't go from level 1 to level 10.
Unless you mod it.
Your proficiency.
They had the technology to make mods.
No, I think like if you're gonna do that, then give it some time in between. Like give it a time skip, going like, hey, 6 months later. That makes more rational sense.
Yeah.
That being said, Spy Kids is not a rational movie. I'm not bashing on it. It was a good segue to
It's
talk
fun.
about it.
It's a fun movie.
Floop, and the thumb thumbs.
You know,
Here's food, please.
I did that.
Food, please.
What was it? I tried rationalizing something in Friends that didn't make sense to me. It's basically when Phoebe was pregnant. You guys watch Friends?
Yeah. I watch it religiously.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Yeah,
When
done
Phoebe was
for.
pregnant and the guys moved into the house, like the time for me, for how long they lived there and how long she was
Oh,
pregnant, doesn't
yeah.
make sense to me.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I was talking about this with another person who also watches Friends,
Mhm.
and I was getting like really into it, much like the Mortal Kombat. And they just looked at me and said, "Dude,
It's because she was really pregnant. That's why.
well, no, I'm just saying like."
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Like no,
Yeah,
I
just
was
for
saying
that.
because they lived there for a really long time because they got into the apartment right when she got pregnant.
Yeah.
So by the time she was ready to pop, that's when they left. But it also didn't make sense because that means
Yeah.
Ross and Emily were like dating
Doing
for
their
all that
thing.
time.
Yeah.
But
And then-
but the way they said it is like they only knew each other for like a few weeks, and now they're getting married.
Yeah.
So then the time doesn't make sense. I'm reliving it right now. And then the friend was just like, dude, it's friends, just shut up.
yeah, I mean, it is a sitcom.
Yeah, and
But I mean, like that was again the problem with that was that like the actual actress herself was pregnant, which is the reason why they wrote it the way that they did. So it's not like
didn't know
they were trying to like shoot the episodes that made sense, but she was still really big.
and she was getting big.
Yeah, like she got really big. So yeah, that's the reason why.
Well, I didn't know that. And it would have helped me to not even get down that path.
Yeah,
It could have saved me like an hour of my life. But it's not like I was going to
that's one of my favorite seasons because
When they live in an apartment, I love that.
because the one with the I think it's called the one with the embryos.
Yeah.
is the one with the
quiz show.
The quiz.
No,
yeah,
that is my favorite
That
episode.
is such a great.
My
episode.
favorite episode of the whole series is that one. I'm glad I'm not
I like that
alone.
one. I like the Turkey Day one where Brad Pitt comes in because they used to make fun of him because he was fat.
Yeah, and he hates Jennifer Aniston's character so.
And at the time they were married too, which made that scene even
I heard they're
funnier.
back together.
Are they back together?
I heard like they're hanging out with each other again.
Weird.
Yeah,
That's not gonna end well.
I mean, it didn't end well the first time.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember where I was when that happened. I was in Universal Studios Orlando when I heard Brad Pitt and Angelina got together.
Why do you remember that?
Because I was in the hotel room and my parents were making a big deal about it while I was playing with the toys I bought.
That makes sense.
I bought a Lei Wulong action figure from Tekken. I didn't even think they would have it at Disneyland.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome, but it looks Wongo as shit.
That
Yeah.
sounds.
I have
right.
it still. I'll try to bring it. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to bring. it
You
on
know
the
what I mean by
podcast.
Wongo? Oh my god.
Well, buddy, what's your favorite sitcom?
Oh, well, see, the only problem is I only watched most of the sitcoms I like when I was growing up and going through high school.
So
Like,
what was that?
Family Matters.
I love Family
Married
Matters.
with Children. I watched a lot because it was just fucking hilarious to me.
Fucking what's his face?
Al
The
Bundy.
dad. Yeah,
Al Bundy, just oh my god. It was just I think it was because when I watched it and like other like family sitcoms, this one kind of made it like at least for when it was made during the time, it felt real.
Yeah, it did not age well.
No, it didn't.
But I like it still.
Yeah, no,
I like it.
it's good when you realize when it was made. You're like, okay, this is a different time, and a lot of the jokes are fine for that era. But like, if you were to remake that now, like, oof,
It
nothing
makes
would
me
land.
wish for a show like that now. Honestly.
Test the
I don't
waters.
think you would. I don't think you could. Because even Tim Allen tried to make
Last Man Standing.
and even that got canceled.
But that's bullshit. It got canceled. I watched a little bit of it, and
It's good.
yes, it's very conservative humor, but it's still funny.
I feel like it's very middle ground because you have his daughters who are hard left,
Mm-hmm.
and then he who's hard right, and then they have to make a compromise in most of the episodes.
It was actually a pretty smart show for coming out this time because it
Yeah.
helped to.
Sure makes
Ba-
me
yeah, just
think you
bounce
gotta
it.
cancel it.
Yeah, I hate
That's
that
I
shit.
think it was I think it was either CBS or some other network that's notorious for canceling shows.
I heard because a new president was instilled, and she was very left, and she just didn't like the show for any reason. For that reason specifically, that was
That's
a rumor.
weird.
Well, it's
That's
political.
sense.
Everything's political these days. Everyone wants to make things about
Even
them.
in entertainment, baby.
It's like no one wants. I said it before. I'll say it again. No one wants to be 50% right and wrong. They want to be 100% all the time.
It's true.
And because of that, we're not going to get shit done. And the rich.
Yeah,
get
look at me
richer.
and Marcus. Like fucking, we can't decide on Mortal Kombat. He's
I-
wrong and I'm right. Like,
I
don't know what to
decided
do.
that I'm right and he's an idiot. So I don't know why I'm working for him anymore. With him, I don't know how this works.
We're
And
here.
I'm,
That's
and
all
I'm
that
just
matters.
stuck in the middle, just trying not to.
Stuck in the middle with you.
I can't say what else.
What?
Anyway, moving on.
TM.
Yeah, Tim.
It's alright. It's a live stream.
I did have a topic I want to bring up.
Yeah.
Pet peeves. Does anyone have any pet peeves they want to
I
share?
have quite a few.
Oh shit!
Bring it up. Bring it
Oh
up.
no.
First of all, I love cleaning.
Get the popcorn.
I've made that apparent in the last
I
podcast.
made that apparent with the argument on abstract art.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hello.
Socks. Fucking socks. Okay, there are actually quite a bit of things that tie into this. I absolutely fucking hate when people walk barefoot with socks or without socks. I don't care. If you don't have slippers on, it grosses me out. And then you get in bed with those dirty feet or socks. throws me over the edge because the floor is disgusting. The floor gets, dirty.
Wait, hold on.
track
Here's my
me
question.
in.
Here's my question. If you're constantly cleaning the floor and it's nice and clean, then why does it matter?
It doesn't always stay clean though. That's the problem because we have dogs. And after yesterday, what happened? I swept, I mopped.
Oh, dude, that sucked.
Cade ran in with muddy feet. It was a nightmare. See, things like that. The floors are never clean. They just never are. And now there's little wads of Cade hair everywhere because he's shedding so bad.
Hey, but think of it this way. Her having to pick up your socks is like someone telling you to fix it in post.
Fucking that too. His socks
That is
are
not
always...
the same.
It is, yeah.
That is not
It's okay.
the same.
It's like saying, don't worry. This is going to get handled in
not
post.
The same. No, because one, it takes and I know what you're going to say, and I'll say it for you. Yes, it's 2 feet away, so why don't you just throw it in there? 2 feet away is different than 10 minutes of fucking post editing. Two very different things. But I agree with you that I should just throw it in there because it's only 2 feet away.
Yeah, you
But
should.
do I? No.
You should. And it really made me laugh the other day.
It's love right there.
He
It's
threw
what it
his
is.
dirty clothes in the closet where the hamper is. Right next to the hamper,
To be
not
fair.
in the hamper.
No, to be
it
fair.
was side by side.
To be fair, it's because the way that our laundry basket is literally
there's
no. It's literally underneath where our clothes hang. So it's this is the
There's an
basket,
open-
these are the clothes.
I used to do that.
So for me, it's easier to just throw it next to it rather than hitting the clean clothes. Do you want the clean clothes to be hit?
It's not even I understand what you're saying. Yes, it is beneath the clothes hanging, but there is a fucking space
No, it's
open
not.
right there.
There's
you
a
can just
little
toss
bit.
it in, or you can just actually walk up to the hamper and put it in.
You know what I want?
B.
I want those things in TikTok where it's just you just connect it to the wall and just suck up your clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking... That's all. B, I'll tell you this right now. As a guy, I think I'm going to speak on behalf of Bal here because he's a guy too. We don't like doing things simple. We got to make things interesting. So here's my suggestion.
I've noticed.
Take the basket out, put it in the corner of the room, and let us treat it like a basketball net. I'll guarantee he'll put more socks away.
No, dirty clothes out in the room. You can.
See, I can't do that.
Shove it in.
I can't do it.
But anyway,
Throw it out the
She
window.
wants it in specific ways, so
But yeah, bare feet. Hate it.
All right, well then B,
That's
just,
a good one.
why don't you cup your hand so he can throw it into your hand and you can put it into
no,
your
she doesn't want to touch it because it's dirty.
I'm not his mom.
That too. And my mom would never do that. She'd smack me before that
I'm
ever
not
happened.
your maid.
I think you should smack him.
No. No, I just yell at him. Playfully.
Marcus,
I'm
what's your
actually
pet peeve?
I have two.
Oh God.
First off, I'm tired when people call their dogs puppies when they're not fucking puppies.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it annoys the
Alright.
crap out of me. That dog has not been a puppy for years, okay? He's like, I don't care, he's my little puppy.
He's a fucking
He's
pupper.
fucking looking at you like, bitch, I have arthritis. Quit treating me like a
Has a
puppy.
dislocated hip.
I got a milky eye, motherfucker.
So, another one that bothers me, people who have a problem with feet. Okay, well, it's very specific. People who have a problem with feet, but will still eat ass.
Oh, that's very specific.
That is
I remember this
But those are
conversation.
two very different
I
things.
remember this conversation.
I'm just saying, like, if you have a problem with feet, but you don't have a problem with what they have for Thanksgiving, I'm just saying that's fucked up. You have different shit you need to worry about.
Quite literally.
Well, I mean, to each their own, you know?
each
There's a
their
reason
own.
for everything.
I get what you mean though, because it's like, how can you be so comfortable with
Doing this.
one dirty aspect, not kink shaming, but then not like the other dirty aspect?
Which one is probably debatably less dirty? Severely less dirty.
I mean, it's debatable, but
No, I think that they're both pretty dirty. Because again, you're walking around in God knows
Unless
what.
you're walking through
different
the
bacteria
sewers
and-
barefoot, then it's not as gross.
Whereas your butt has like one bacteria. It's,
do you mean one
what is it,
bacteria?
E. coli? I don't know. That you have to really worry for. As opposed to walking on the floor where there's like billions of different kinds of germs and bacteria. think
I
they're
would
both-
rather walk over your
I think they're
dirty
both
tile
on the
floor than
same
walk
level.
through
I'm
the
just
poopy
saying,
floor.
dirty feet and a butthole on the same level because they're both pretty dirty.
They are not the same level of dirty.
I don't know.
Let us know in the comments below.
There's your debate for the day.
Yeah.
We did a cereal mascot, feet or ass. That's today.
Next Monday.
That's the
is
next
topic.
community one.
That's the next community poll right there.
What about yours,
What about
buddy?
buddy? What's yours?
If you're on call and I hear you scraping your fucking plate while you're eating.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like I don't care about the slurping. I don't care if you chew. Like for some reason, I watch a lot of mukbangs for whatever fucking reason. I like the sounds, but it's just but if it's like I can hear you scraping that shit, I'm like, dude, no, please, can you mute yourself real quick, just please. It just irks me. That's like my major pet peeve.
Real quick, you should watch Peggy Neo. She eats like a shit ton of food,
I
and she
actually
like
watch her.
records. Oh, okay, I love her.
But I think my I can't remember his name, but I'll get back to it.
Peggy Neo, is that like a fetish thing?
No,
No, it's a
it's just
YouTuber.
eating.
Just eats?
Yeah, like she eats large amounts of food, and she records the whole thing too. It takes her like 40, 45
Oh,
minutes.
she's a food. She's
Yeah,
a challenger.
she's a-
She's a competitor. I mean,
Not competitor,
not
but she's
competitor.
a YouTuber. She just eats it.
She
really?
is so
She literally, people will make YouTube videos of them just eating, and people will fucking love it.
damn, you can get rich off anything.
Yep.
Real
How come we're not doing it?
We're not rich.
Speaking of which, if you pay me $10, I will review anything. That's something I'm trying to do on Fiverr right now.
That's
Oh god, I remember.
my pet peeve is really bad audio. Like anytime I hear
Well, you were an audiophile, so that makes
yeah,
sense.
like anytime, like that's the reason why I gave you my microphone to use, because like
Oh.
your microphone was driving me nuts. Like it was just really like I can hear the fan in the background, I can hear you breathing. I was like, fucking stop it. So
you don't want me to live? Okay.
There's one of our friends for the longest time who just had like a headset microphone, and he would just have it right next to his nose, and just like, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up! Like,
Is that where that picture came from? Where you have the? You sent it to me once.
I can't remember.
There was like a little picture of the guy with his headset on, and his fucking mic was right there.
Oh, right in the nose. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that pisses me off. Like, I just don't understand how you cannot be that aware of like how much noise you're making. Another pet peeve is drinks without ice. I don't know why.
Well, you're just weird.
You're
You're just
put
not
ice in your
European.
milk?
You're just American.
You're
Ew.
a psychopath?
No, I don't usually drink milk.
Yeah, my problem. Not my problem. Just a question. Is it who drinks milk? Like who here actually
By
drinks
themselves?
milk? Just by
George.
itself. Just George?
George.
I drink milk.
George straight up just drinks milk.
I like milk. I fucking drink a whole mug of that shit. But
Yeah.
apparently,
it tastes, it
that's
tastes weird to
reaction.
me because it feels like I think we were talking about this. It feels like there's like a coating when you drink it.
So gross. I feel like it
That's probably
promotes
that's probably
mucus.
the 2% coating.
What?
He said it coats your throat or whatever. It's like it's probably the.
But 2% is lighter than whole.
there's still gonna be a filament there.
Yeah, but it's still lighter than whole.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Drink
but you
goat's
can still feel it.
goat's milk is actually not bad.
I never had it
I
before.
like goat cheese. Goat cheese is good.
It's-
It tastes like plastic.
Weird question. Has anyone ever had breast milk
Yes.
as an adult?
Yes, while having sex.
Okay. You need energy somehow.
Just I keep going, I guess.
Ew.
You know who.
I forgot the name. Okay,
I'm not saying it out loud, but like
I wasn't ready for that
I
one.
told you about
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, now question. I tried a little one time when we were getting hot and heavy, about to get into it. But were you like that, or was it like during it, like, oh fuck, hold up, I need some energy.
Well, no, it
Okay.
wasn't like that. It was just like I had forgot that recently a birth happened. So like we were in the mood, and I'm a boob guy, right? So like I was just doing my thing, and it just happened to happen, and just kept going for it. I don't know. Like,
grossest thing I've ever heard.
like you don't like when you're in the moment, you don't stop. You just say fuck it, keep going because you're having a good time.
So you drank it? What did it
yeah.
taste like?
Sweet.
Yeah,
Very
it's
sweet.
just sweet.
Like, actually, what they said in Friends, cantaloupe juice. It actually, yeah, kind of very sweet
Yeah.
fruit-like juice.
Yeah, it's just
It's
sweet
weird,
liquid. It's sweet
but it
liquid.
happens.
I don't know how else to explain it.
That is so gross.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
You think that's gross? There was like something on the radio years back where they made ice cream out of breast milk.
Ah!
They fed it to people, and then they told people, and someone got punched.
Oh, but did they like it?
Yeah, they liked it, and then
So then why is it a bad thing?
because no dude likes to be tricked.
Well,
It's one of those. It was a meathead dude.
You know, it's like you tell people you don't want to eat a certain thing, but then you get tricked into it. It's not about whether you like the taste or not. It's that you just prefer not to eat it or drink it. That happened to my little sister. She preferred not to eat deer meat, and one of her friends tricked her, had her eat it. She could taste the difference though. She felt
Right
it,
away.
and she was like, "Is this deer?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she was upset because like she made it clear it's not something I prefer to eat and I don't want to eat it. There, whatever reason, you should respect that.
I get it.
I will agree to that to an extent because like you're not normally gonna have breast milk ice cream. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't want to.
I'd try it.
But what if you had a cup of ice cream in front of you? Someone said that it was vanilla. You ate it and you're like, this doesn't taste like vanilla, but it tastes really good.
It's not about that though. Like, sure, it could
Hold
taste
up, I wanna hear
good,
this.
but like, why the fuck would I want to eat human breast milk ice cream?
Because it tastes good.
Ew. It's just like how I'm a vegetarian. Does beef taste good? Hell yeah.
But because
But
you
do I
know,
wanna eat it?
But because you know what the taste is, like you've tasted it before and you already developed an opinion. You're choosing not to taste it because you're like, ugh.
No, it's
It does. I get that though.
No,
There are some
like-
things that I haven't tried that people say is good, like bugs, like crickets.
Crickets are good.
tastes like potato chips.
They say it's good,
Yeah.
and you know what? You said it too. But I'm still afraid to try it, and I don't know if I ever will
Why?
because it freaks me out.
You're eating.
That's so
It freaks me out.
And
Okay,
that's fine.
ever had tabipas?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have tabipas, right?
What
It's-
are they?
Intestines, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
like fried
When I
stuff.
first started eating them, I didn't know what they were. I was like, "This is good," and then my dad told me, and I was like,
Why?
"It was good. It was good." I kept eating.
Oh, you can't.
I
Okay,
kept
no.
eating. was
I
like,
thought you threw it up. I was like, what the fuck? Why?
No, I was like, this is delicious. Fuck yeah. See, that's how it has to work for me. I have to eat it before I know what it is.
I mean, but why does it bother you? I mean, is it really hurting anyone just because they don't want to eat something?
No. It bothers me in the sense of like because you are refusing to try something new, and you've never done it before. Like you've never tried this dish in front of you, but you refuse to have it because you are psyching yourself out. Because you're like, oh, this is this type of thing. I don't want this type of thing, but you don't know how it's prepared.
I mean, I can see the annoyance in it if like you literally eat like a 10-year-old. But
I know people who
But
eat
if
like a
you're
10-year-old.
very open to trying a lot of different things and you have, I don't think there's anything wrong if you say no to at least one thing out of 1,000 things you've said yes.
I mean,
to.
I hate menudo. Like I refuse to eat menudo. But if it's the only thing that's in front of me, I'll eat it.
I do like the cow stomach. Matter of fact, I'll eat a whole bowl of the stomach.
Oh, so good.
Sans hominy.
Well, with that being said, we're going to take a short break here. We'll be back in a few with more of the podcast. Be sure to check out the official Bluhdhaven t-shirt by going to www.bluhdhaven.com/store. And welcome back to the podcast.
It didn't stop.
No, it didn't. It didn't stop. There was a whole conversation that just happened.
Good shit, bro.
But jumping back into the podcast, we haven't talked about video games in a while. The Witcher, The Witcher 4 is now in development, which means we probably won't get it until the end of next year.
Yeah, more than likely.
Soonest, at the soonest.
I still, like I said, need to finish Witcher 3. I was really getting into it, and I don't know. Do you ever just play a game and then stop?
Yeah, all the time.
He plays it for like 2 seconds. She's like, I'm bored.
No, I mean you get really into a game, and then out of nowhere you're just like you don't pick it up again.
No, I don't think I've ever had that happen to me.
That's
Because
happened
if
to me
I'm
so
really
many times.
into something, especially like The Witcher, where it's a linear storyline, I want to finish that story. Like I will continue playing until I hit the end.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I do it with Destiny and like WoW, but that's just because they're like ever-changing games that don't really have an ending. But if I'm playing like an adventure game like Legend of Zelda, like or Metroid or anything like that, like I'm gonna keep going until the end of the story.
Yeah.
Because like if I stop in the middle of it, it's like, well, then why did I buy this game? You know,
And that's
like,
how I feel too. I bought like a game full price, and to this day I still haven't finished it.
that's wild.
What was it? It's called Control. It's made by
Oh,
Remedy.
I saw that.
Yeah, I bought it because it was made by Remedy, which is the same people who made Max Payne, the original writing staff.
Max Payne.
And I was like, oh man, I love his stories, I love his narratives. I gotta play it, and I played a little bit, and it's not a bad game, but I just never picked it up again.
I love the Max
Maybe you
Payne
got
series.
bored.
Maybe. I mean, like I said, I was getting really into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. See, this is why I'm single. It's gotta be.
Because he can't.
It's just not intriguing.
I just get
enough.
bored out of nowhere, you know? No warning, no anything.
Even when he's having a good time, he gets bored.
Well, I mean, if you're not supplying me with breast milk, then I'm
There
honestly
you
not
go.
gonna be entertained that much.
Breast milk is the only thing that keeps
I'm
us
gonna keep
going.
saying it just because it keeps grossing you out.
How do
You're
your nipples
so-
feel right now? They're just going inside.
That's so uncomfortable.
What, sucking on breast milk?
Anyway, we're at some point the Friday the 13th devs are making a asymmetrical Ghostbusters multiplayer game.
Shut up! Really?
Yeah,
Asymmetrical, what do you mean by
they're
that?
calling it Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. Apparently, they had it on Tuesday morning. They showed a trailer of the newest adventure.
Dude.
That back in December, the Ernie Hudson, the actor, said there was going to be a game definitely happening, and then they revealed it. Like, hey, here's what we're doing.
Well, that makes sense because it sounds like Sony is really trying to push forward like a Ghostbusters like huge franchise right now.
Especially after Afterlife.
It was a good movie.
It was really good.
You should have started with that, Sony.
It was good, and it was still rushed. Hopefully, we'll see like a director's cut.
I don't think we'll get a
I don't
director's
think
cut,
so.
but I think they'll elaborate more in the next movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did enjoy it, and I think they really do need to expand on the Ghostbusters IP, right? That's what it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
Okay.
Independent property.
It's
That was
fucking.
intellectual.
I love Ghostbusters. Obviously,
intellectual.
if anyone see me, I made my own proton pack. I have my own Ghostbusters gear. I'm on the verge of joining the Arizona Ghostbusters over here.
He looks pretty dope.
Yeah, that shit is awesome, man. I love it, and they need to do more with it. That being said, I did enjoy Luigi's Mansion more growing up.
I love Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion was my Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
Oh man,
I did not get to play 2 or 3.
I was just pissed that they put them on fucking like a portable Well, I was pissed when like the newest Luigi Mansion came for the DS. And I was like, I wanted to play.
I thought it was for the Switch.
Switch, yeah.
So the newest one, or more
Because
recent-
I think the second one is for the DS.
Yeah.
I think the third one was for the Switch.
Oh yeah. The third one did come out for the Switch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm getting my shit confused too.
Because
We
I
actually
think
have all
the
three
third one
copies.
is like you go to different mansions and expel the ghosts.
Yeah.
But the first Luigi's Mansion is so fucking good.
If you ever want to borrow it, and I guess my GameCube at that point, you can. I'm glad
I think there's a port for it on the Switch though.
there is.
I think so.
I think so.
Play it. If anyone's never played Ghostbusters, Luigi's Mansion, Mario Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
play it. It's fucking great.
It's really good. So like if you haven't ever played it, the concept is Mario is missing. Like he went into this mansion and just disappeared. So Luigi finally has to grow some balls and go into this haunted mansion to go find his
That's
brother.
because he won a mansion.
Yeah, Luigi won a mansion.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mario went there with him and then like disappeared.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I remember the intro. Remember Luigi was already going by himself, and Mario was already there.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of forgot the
I
story.
don't think so.
When Luigi got there, it was just him, and he was showing like this. Oh, look! Oh, this is the place where this mansion is. It looks all happy and go lucky, and why is there gloom and death?
By the way, it was a great fucking game.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
a
ever
good
played
because you go through and essentially you make the ghost happy.
You make the ghost.
Yeah, because like every time you fight a ghost, like you bring the ghost back, and then like the weird freaky doctor dude is there.
Yeah,
And then,
Professor
like,
E,
Puts him in
yeah.
portraits.
Yeah. Yeah, you put them in portraits, and then it's like that's how they like their spirit is like released or something like that.
I like that. It was
Yeah,
a very,
it's a good mechanic. It's a good game.
yeah. They actually
it's
have an
not-
arcade Luigi's Mansion too.
That's canon.
What?
Yeah,
It's
it's
a Dave &
canon.
Buster's. They technically
No
said that one.
shit.
Yeah, there's
that
an
one
arcade.
is canon.
It's weird. You had to do a lot of stuff. I kept.
you even
dying.
have like the little vacuum thing as like.
You have to keep hitting with the light and then hit him with the vacuum, but it's like it goes back and forth. You kind of get distracted.
So we're going to Dave & Buster's today, right?
if you want to,
I have.
you're paying.
I think I have a couple cards that are probably.
Somebody trip.
Dude, that's wild.
Let me see if I
B.
still have my Dave & Buster's cards.
Sorry, got lost.
Did you play video games growing up?
No,
No, anything?
no. Well, yes, maybe. Game Boy. My
Okay,
dad
that
had
counts.
a Game Boy,
Okay.
and there was a game on there. I forget what it's called, but this little man goes into a castle, and I'm not really sure what his goal is. It's pretty much just to kill the vampire king.
Castlevania?
Yeah, that
Castlevania! Fucking awesome!
I love this girl.
I
I'm
loved
kinda
the part
sad.
where you had to jump over giant eyeballs. That was my favorite. Although it was hard because sometimes we would get Mama to like do some levels for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember having to call my dad in for some stuff too.
What since that was like your memory of like your parent helping you out, what games did your parents help you guys out with?
Mortal
If there
Kombat
was.
4.
Dude, Mortal Kombat 4 is fun.
Mortal
That's when
Kombat 4.
Fujin is introduced.
Yeah, Fujin. I loved it. He's the only one with a gun. Remember his weapon you take out is a fucking arrow gun.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, I was always trying to take it out, but you know the fucking combos in that game were ridiculous.
It's hard because it's also one of the first 3D platform where you can like.
And they work out all the kinks.
Oh man, it was rough.
Yeah, but I loved it. It was my favorite game. He actually tried to help me defeat Goro. And he used to help me with other games in the past, so I thought he could help me defeat Goro. He couldn't defeat Goro.
You're like, dang, Dad.
I had to keep spamming him with Raiden. Whatever like electricity goes through his brain and makes him spaz out. That was my favorite move.
Oh man, that's awesome. So Mortal Kombat for him. What about you, buddy?
They didn't really help me with anything, in all honesty. The only time I would actually help my mom when she played a Super Mario Deluxe for the Game Boy Color.
Nice.
When she couldn't get past a certain level, she was like, "Can you help me with this?" I was like, "Sure, I'll help you." And then that was it.
Oh.
My dad, well, because was it? My dad tried to help me with one thing. It was mostly just like, hey, you want to do this like co-op thing with me? Was when Time Splitters.
I actually never played Time Splitters.
But my dad could not do it. I was trying to help him. He goes, "You know what? I'll just stick with Pac-Man and Galaga. That's all I'll do." I was like, "Fair enough."
Simple man. Yeah, I think the only game that I was helped with wasn't even from like my direct parent, but my uncle that I was living with, because he was the reason why I was able to play video games at home, because he bought the consoles and everything. We had, was it Shadow Man?
Yes, the one with
on the 64.
The 64, the guy with the skull on his chest.
Yeah.
That's not Punisher?
Not a kid-friendly game, by the way. But there was like moments where like I needed his help, like decapitating shit, and or not decapitating shit, but like shooting shit and everything like that. And I was like, it's pretty cool. I remember that game very vividly because of Introduction has the Moonlight Sonata as like its introduction.
Yeah, I remember the game's first level where the dogs were chasing you. And it freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
God,
good game.
I remember
revisit that one.
The first time I played that game, I actually watched it being played by my friend's dad on the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast actually had additional stuff. He had like voice lines and stuff. And I don't know why he felt it was weird to cuss around us, but the game was cussing around us.
Oh my god!
I remember him just going.
He's like, God damn it!
Did you ever used to have to like hide? Well, I don't know how you guys felt, but like had to hide like certain things from your family when you're playing video games, like if they're cursing or whatnot, you don't want them to hear it.
Yes, Beautiful Joe.
Yeah. Oh,
Beautiful Joe. I never played Beautiful Joe.
Because there's moments, there's a lot of moments where it's just like girls dancing, like just like, cause it's like super like cartoony, but it's like a Japanese cartoony.
Yeah.
So like anytime something would happen, I'd be like, "Oh hi, what are you doing?" Like trying to distract them.
But they knew.
Oh, they knew.
Oh, they knew.
They knew.
I used to watch Adult Swim, and I would have to keep an ear out just in case someone was walking to my room, because if they were getting close to my room, I felt the need to turn off the TV. Because when it's Adult Swim, it just sounds like it's meant for only adults.
Yeah.
And my mom was very like on me about that.
I had to do that when I was watching Drawn Together.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh god.
Well, that one called for it.
Yeah, so it'd be like I'd be watching it, and I'm like, flip, and then I'd be like on Dr. Phil or some shit like that.
And they knew you weren't watching flipping Dr. Phil. I'm like, oh, my boy's so smart.
But you're a kid, you know. You just
you think you can get away with it. You think you're slick.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Drawn Together. The best episode for me of Drawn Together is when they had like that scorpion cameo.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your special move? Get over here. Impressive. My special move is the reach around.
Oh man.
Drawn Together was a different time, people.
Yeah, I was thrown off when the like sexy fox girl was the voice for number 5.
Yeah.
Kids Next Door. I was like,
I picked up on that right
wait,
away,
wait.
and I was like, I can get behind this.
oh, copyright.
Damn it. I'll be right back, people.
Damn it.
Why is there a can on the floor?
These are not socks now.
Oh man.
Mine was when I had to play Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4 is a good game. I'm really happy that they brought it onto the VR because
On VR, it actually looks really nice.
it's wild, man.
But I'm fat,
it
so I
in?
can't stand.
Yeah, have you ever done any virtual reality stuff?
Yeah,
Didn't
we
you
had
do
my
Beat Sabers?
Georges.
Oh, when you were playing Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, that was fun. I liked it.
You're a crazy person. Because like you had like no emotion when like it came up and went like ah!
I love scary things.
I know.
I do. I absolutely.
Is that why you
enjoy
want me to
it.
play Alien Isolation, you psycho?
Yeah, I love
Also
it.
because she refuses to continue playing Alien Isolation.
I get
And yet
stuck.
you like scary stuff.
Yeah, I get stuck. Well, video games bore me. As much as I love Alien, I just get bored when I play.
I really don't get it either. Because like with her attention span, you would figure that video games could be fun. But like, she just refuses to like them.
It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. But I do like it. When I was playing it, though, like when I was playing it, I definitely felt that tension, the suspense. Oh, I loved it.
Maybe I can play it alongside with you. I can be in control of it. That way you can actually enjoy the game.
Well, I'm actually having a hard time too, like just trying to get past this level, because like once you, it's still the first level. It's once you reach.
Is it before, after, or is it before or once the Xeno shows himself?
It's after. It's after.
God.
And you have to try to open this door, but there are people there and they're gonna start shooting at you. So you have to like run around and do I don't know what. I guess you have to try and knock them out or kill them.
One of the problems that I figured out that Bee has in video games is that she doesn't read the fucking objective. So she just goes.
No, I did read the objective. I'm supposed to go there. I'm supposed to open the fucking door, but there are people in the way.
See, here's the thing, though, at least for me, because I think I'm also kind of demented in a way. But when the Xeno actually shows himself, right, and what that scene in particular, if I have noisemakers, I'll just throw it in there and watch the Xeno just destroy everything.
Do you have noisemakers? Have you checked your inventory?
No.
Do you know how to check your inventory?
Yeah. I don't think I have noisemakers.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe we can do that for one of the streams. We can connect Alien Isolation and have you play through.
I can try it again. I'll be sure to read the objectives.
What are we talking about?
Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't obviously taken part in that, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
But
terrifying.
talking about
It
Alien,
is.
right now we are currently working on getting our first official live stream up of Stratosphere for those who have listened to our show thus far. If you guys haven't yet, that is a Alien RPG that we are shooting. You guys can watch the first, I believe, 7 or 8 episodes.
Yep.
You guys can listen to it now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. And you guys, if you are subscribers to the site, can watch those episodes as well. We're trying our best to figure out when we can live stream it for you guys and continue shooting. But once we do, we will let you guys know immediately.
So fun.
Very fun.
Suspenseful.
Yeah, it's finally a game where I don't have to DM.
Yeah, I
You
love
got
it.
enough on your plate.
Your character is such an asshole, though.
How is he an asshole? He's a
Yes, he
captain.
is.
Because you act like the captain now.
That's why.
Everyone hates you when you're the leader.
Yeah.
Everyone hates you when you make the tough decisions that could either be the benefit for the crew instead of just for yourself. Yeah, I can see that.
Good shit, guys.
Withholding information. Probably.
That you know, but not Emilio. So stop metagaming.
Oh, right, metagaming.
No,
I'm learning.
yes.
I know what that means now.
Well, you
Yeah.
gave us the contract. Nothing in there specified anything about that one thing. So, of course, I had questions.
So keep asking
As
questions.
Emilio.
Yeah, B plays a guy. It's actually pretty cool. He floats.
He's our gliding man.
He's basically our Xander.
Yeah, he is. But with that being said, we're coming up to the end of this episode. So what is everyone's viewing recommendations for this week?
You got any there, Marcus?
Get back to me. I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot of things at once.
Tokyo Drift.
Oh my
Fucking guy.
All right. Well, I heard that.
We watched it last night, and good
Where
lord,
is the conflict? I'm so
the
confused.
story doesn't make sense. The story doesn't make sense.
I've never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. I've only ever seen Tokyo Drift, and I only liked it because I liked Japan. And when I rewatched it, I was like,
It's so
what the
bad.
fuck is even happening? Like, what is the conflict? What is wrong? There is...
It kills me.
What?
It kills me at the end where he's just like,
Why does Han give him a fucking car?
well,
Why?
sometimes it's just that, but also like he's talking to his dad and he's like, it's just something I have to do, and the dad's like, and then just walks away. And you're just like, what?
Like, no 17-year-old. No.
Oh yeah, because they're all
No.
high school students too.
They're all high school students. No
They all look like
parent.
high school students.
That and like the main, I think his name is Sean, fucking goes straight up to the Yakuza guy and is just like, I can make it right by you with one race.
Like, fucking what? Like, what was even the issue there? Like, there was, I don't know where the conflict was. I really don't.
Yeah, no.
I think a new Fast and Furious conflict would be them trying to do what they're doing, but the gas prices are they are now.
That would be really fucking
there's
funny.
conflict. Kind of fast, not so furious.
Well, I think my problem is like the first Fast and Furious movie, like the conflict makes sense in the first one, right? The second one, the conflict makes sense, but the third one's just off the fucking rails. It's just like off the.
Yeah.
You start with a fucking kid from Texas who goes to Japan, like because his mom can't handle him. Oh yeah, because he has like a felony charge, and then she's just like, all right, go to
Yeah,
your
that's
dad.
something else that doesn't make sense. He had felony charges in like different towns, and the way they resolved it was just by moving away. What?
Logic.
And even the police were on board with it. Excuse me? It's felony charges. You're not gonna try him just because he's in a different fucking town. Doesn't it? And now
Early
he's in a different
2000s were a
country.
very different time.
So essentially, he like just got up and ran away from. It doesn't.
And a little Bow Wow's in there too.
To be fair, this movie came out the same year Nacho Libre came out. So,
But Nacho Libre has a script.
well, I'm sure they had a script. Or at
Did
least-
they? 'Cause-
I mean, it might have been written on a piece of toilet paper, but still, it was a script.
I love that the girl, though, the love interest, all she ever said was Takashi. Every time the guy was about to do something bad, I don't know, it cracks me up. Just watch it.
So bad.
Takashi.
So
6'9".
Oh, my God.
No.
All right, Marcus, what do you got?
Oh my god. A new movie that I watched recently. Fuck. God, this was a weird one. A Walk Among the Tombstones. Did I ever talk about that?
Yeah. We're talking about it the other
Did
day.
we talk about it? Did I talk about it on the last podcast?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think we're on the podcast.
Okay, cool. Well, then I can talk about it here. A Walk Among the Tombstones. It's a movie back in 2014. Starred Liam Neeson. It is a detective story. It gets pretty rough, but it gets pretty rough right away. Like the opening sequence shocked me. Just one little not subtle, but one little part of that opening sequence, and I think people who've seen it know what I mean. And I was like, what the kind of fucking movie is this? It gets pretty good, and it gets pretty good pretty fast.
At least you know what you're in for in the beginning.
Right. Yeah, no, it's dark. It's a
Yeah.
dark movie, bro. Not for the faint of heart. I do not recommend it to children. Yeah, bring your children. I don't give a fuck. They gotta learn
Just watch
somehow. This is reality, okay? Next.
On film. What you got, buddy?
50-50.
Wait, the one about
I like that.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great movie.
I really liked it, mostly for I think it's just because of the way how it just played out, especially I think when since I had a family member that had cancer, it kind of like
Fuck his girlfriend. Fuck his
girlfriend entirely. Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, dude, you have to. It's a
It's
really
actually
good.
really
It's
good.
probably one of my only Seth Rogen films I know.
It is an emotional
Oh.
roller coaster.
His best friend Manuel, but it's like, dude, fuck off. Like, you're just doing things for your benefit, not for his. But
He's trying to capitalize on his friend having cancer.
Well, no.
Well,
He's not trying to capitalize on it. He's actually trying to be a genuinely good friend. But there's like certain aspects that get misconstrued that make it look like he's an asshole.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, I'll have to give it a shot.
it's a good movie.
It was. I'll be honest. It was a hard movie to try to sit down and watch, considering.
That's true, because like that movie is a day in the life type of thing, and some of those don't translate well. But that's a really good movie.
Yeah. So I'll give it a shot. Maybe when
One day.
the smoke clears. And shit. And about you, Bal?
Mine is Cowboys versus Aliens.
Oh God.
That is
watch
such a
it?
fun fucking movie.
it's not a bad film. I
Watch it.
liked it.
I'm so down because it's a fun movie. I don't like. You know what you're getting into with the
Cowboys
title that
versus
says
Aliens,
Cowboys
yeah.
versus Aliens.
Especially when you got Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking Harrison Ford.
Huh?
Oh yeah. No, it was
Like,
entertaining.
I like cowboy flicks, and like this was like when this movie came out, I was like, this is what I wanted. Like I didn't know I wanted this, but this is exactly what I wanted.
Oh my
And it's directed by Jon Favreau. Like it's a good film.
Yeah, it's good.
It's fun.
It's fun.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good shit, man.
But thank you guys for watching this episode.
Wait,
of the pod-
one second.
Oh.
One second.
Oh.
With your permission, Bal, I did write this for you and the podcast today. You mind if I sing it for the rest of the day?
Go for it.
God, all right.
All right, y'all ready for
Yep.
this journey? This is my backstory for my new D&D character. Y'all ready for this? Now this is a story all about how this nobleman's life turned upside down. It won't take a fortnight, so hold thy tongue, because you'll need it later when we do something really wrong.
Oh, my God.
And in uptown Gilmore, born and raised, in the courtyard where I spent my youthful days, excluded and brooding, yearning for something more than being a mere upper-class money whore. When a merry band of bards came to the town square, I was fortunate enough just to be there. I got my first taste of what it was like to perform, then I said to myself, I could be this kind of whore. I begged and pleaded with them, show me the way, but they turned up their noses and told me nay nay. They told me to put my dreams up on the shelf, so I shrugged them off and said, I guess I'll do it myself. First pluck of the loot, it was bad, but there was nothing that could ever deter this lad. Nothing would stop me from being the best, and it helps that bards get all the sex. Flutes, harps, drums, pipes, and all that. In a year's time, I maxed out all those stats. I was ready. It was time to go hard to show this new bard is going to go far. Oh man, I fucked up that one up. Well, the show ended and I was fulfilled. For the first time in my life, it gave me chills. I knew I had to take this show on the road and forego this life of empty leisure and gold. I met some artificers and asked them to make an instrument worthy of my talent so great. I didn't think it would be so long of a wait, but the wait was worth it. Meet Pandora, baby!
Oh my god.
And so, up and down the lands of Eobos I roam, bringing joys of my music right up to your homes. I found my purpose, I just had to start. And that, my friends, is the Ballad of Barty Hart.
Fucking fantastic. Oh my god. That was great.
We'll see you in D&D later.
Yeah, hopefully once our Eoibos show starts kicking off, you may be able to see Barty Hart.
Barty Hart.
And hopefully we don't get copyrighted.
We'll find out. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Don't forget to go to Bluhdhaven.com for more of our content, and we'll see you guys next week for a new episode. See ya.
Peace.